Coach, thank you much. EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the City of Angels, Los Angeles, California. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the San Francisco 49ers and the Los Angeles Rams. The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Here we go, here we go, here we go. 180! Quit talking about it and bring it. Check four. Switch. You go tight. You got tight. You got tight.
They'll run for the first time with Tevin Coleman. And he'll hope that this is not a sign of what's in store as he has to fight just to get back to the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
Second and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Here we go.
So after the run for no gain, here's second and 10.
I got you. 11.
There's Garoppolo to throw. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be third down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
Here we go.
So now an early 3rd and 10 here on their opening drive.
Slam. Hey, gun. Flag.
Working from the gun, Garoppolo. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Aaron Donald, what a season he continues to have. His 15th sack of the campaign. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And the Rams are going to start this drive in great field position as they take over.
Tonight, 180.
56. Hey, watch the slant.
Here's the first carry now for Todd Gurley. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, it's nothing but room to run.
Now the Auburn product, Corey Grant. The second down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there. And now the 49ers signal for a timeout defensively. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. And now on third down, they'll need to get it to the 36 to pick up the first.
11. 56. Mike 56. Now you won.
A shotgun snap for Goff. That's going to be complete to his tight end, Everett. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. A gain there of 12 yards and a first down, L.A. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Out of the gun. Goff. That's complete to the tight end, Everett. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
They really love to get him into one-on-one opportunities, and this is one way. Work him out of the slot and create a mismatch. Who's going to cover him? Corner, safety, linebacker? He's got a way to beat all of those positions.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Now Goff will hand this one to Gurley. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
Nice job there finding room to maneuver, and he worked his way into another 1st down. And look, they had great field position to start, but boy, they've done a nice job taking advantage of it.
Now they're just hoping to cap it off. Goff now to throw. The attempt on the dive, and he has it. What a catch. A gain of 4 last play. They double that here and get 8.
Well, partner, when you ask anyone other than your QB to throw the ball, you must have a lot of confidence, or you think you're really going to fake them out, and it looks like they did exactly that.
Yeah, going deep in the playbook and a great grab on the other end. Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1.
I'm coming after you. DC.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Goff. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Brandon, this is why golfers do their best to never count a score in their head before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead, they'll throw an interception, and they're going to come away empty.
Oh, he's got a little daylight. He'll get a dozen there, and it's a 1st down, 49ers.
Here we go.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it'll be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
Right back to Coleman here on 1st down. And he's going to lose yardage here. Back to his own 18. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down.
All right, quick observation, Brandon, because early on in this game, I'm seeing linebackers playing with their noses close to the line of scrimmage.
And my guess is the wheels are turning on that other sideline. As a play caller, you're filing that away right now, aren't you?
Yeah, you're trying to find that opportunity later on when you can play action them or stick something to them between the 2nd and the 3rd level.
Hey, box truck. That's right, baby. They don't want it. 1, Omaha. No. 13. Hey, alert.
Throwing on 2nd and 14. Garoppolo, the first catch of the game for George Kittle.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it. Sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
From the gun on 3rd, Garoppolo. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Nickel Roby-Coleman. And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
On 1st down, it's Gurley. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard.
We got to get the ball, D. Get the ball right here.
Goff turns and gives to Gurley. And this carry not as productive. He's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. And down he goes. Eric Arik Armstead, the defensive end, will get credited for the sack.
Well, it's about how teams are so competitively matched, and you just want to make those plays that give you an advantage. How about right here? The difference between letting them score a touchdown versus holding them to a field goal? That's absolutely huge with the play he just made.
And you know he hated taking the loss there on third down. They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces him to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. This is what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you've got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And still a lot of football to be played in this season. We're only in November. A lot can happen between now and January. But if it ended today, they would just be on the outside of the playoff picture looking in. So a lot to fight for.
Yeah, and wasn't it interesting in our meeting with the coaching staff that they all made sure to let us know. We know where we are right now, but the playoffs don't start tomorrow. We still got some time, and they plan on putting it together, formulating a streak, got the whole month of December still left to play. They think they can get in.
And they made it very obvious to us that there's no playoff talk in the locker room right now. It's win this game and look to next week.
Excellent focus.
That one good for 26 and a first down. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
11.
They'll run with Coleman on 1st down. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
I don't think you got it, son.
From just shy of midfield, Garoppolo. Man open, that's Deebo Samuel. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. 1st down, San Francisco. The pickup, 14 yards.
1st down, 49ers.
Here we go.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Watch twist. Check. Deuce. Check the hot read. 25. Check 20. 21. Watch the safety creep. Show 12, fellas. Here we go.
Garoppolo going to hand this one to Coleman. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. Nice job there defensively to clamp down because really they've been on their heels this drive.
Agreed, and they really needed that one for confidence, just to feel a little bit better. But I don't know if I would be daunted by them stopping me on one run. This drive has gone pretty well. I could come right back at them.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Garoppolo. That's going to be caught by Samuel. And this is going to be another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams' 13-yard line. Garoppolo now, after the pick on the last drive, 3 for 3 to start this drive. It's 1st and 10.
Check safety. Whip. Watch the whip. Check. Check 3. 11. Check 13. Shift. Watch the shift.
Coleman now. And here he'll get it down to the 7. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Crouch. Kill. Turn up. Kill. Turn up. Lock. Hey, turn it up. Check.
On 2nd down, it's Coleman. And he tried to bounce it outside, but they'll stop him behind the line. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
Here we go. Check 3. 21. Slam. He's cracked. 13.
On 3rd down, here's Coleman. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's 4th down.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. So they do get 3 points, but that's now 3 drives with only the 3 points, not a ratio that's going to win you many ball games. Not
at all, Brandon. And think about it this way. We all know payoff is the key, right? And wouldn't we love to have the concession on every T-shirt that's been printed in football that says finish on it? Because that's the mantra everywhere. Got to be able to finish drives, put points on the board.
The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a 1st down now. This is Grant. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you if I'm going to run the football on 1st down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5.
I can't believe they let you play. I can't believe they even let you play. He's checking, he's checking, he's checking. Crash, crash.
Gone. They're going to set up the screen here. This is Grant. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Throwing on 3rd. Gone. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jair Alexander, and they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line.
It's your time, baby. We did our part.
And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Mike 54. You got nothing to win. You got nothing. Watch twins. Watch twins. Kill, 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 kill.
From the gun, it's a handoff to Coleman. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the 1st down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
Here we go, here we go, here we go. Wait, it's out time, guys. It's out time. Slip. Hey, gun. He's coming. Double up. He's coming, double up. 65.
The former Purdue Boilermaker, Raheem Mostert, and he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a 1st down. Got what he needed for the 1st down with a gain of 2.
1st down, San Francisco.
Could we get a touchdown in this first half after all? It's 1st and 10.
No. 21. Here we go. Hey, alert. Hey, alert. Hey, Charlie. 2, Mike, 2. Let's pick it up. It's out.
Now they'll throw with Garoppolo. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
Second and 10 from the 33-yard line.
Check 52.
Now here's Goodwin with it on the jet sweep. He'll get the first down and more inside the 20. 18 yards, first down Niners.
Well, that play looks familiar because we saw them working on it in practice this week. And for a lineman trying to block on this play, they love when they get the defense moving in one direction. And when they try and change directions, it's a lot easier to pick them up and ward them off.
Check four. Switch. You gon' take. You got take. You got take right there. Check 9.
White.
Slam. Check 99. Check 99.
6 guys. 13.
They'll run on first down. Coleman. And he had a nifty little deke juke move, but he stopped shortly thereafter. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
11. Jump. Check.
21. Here we go. 21.
They'll run here with Coleman out of the gun.
Kill.
7 yards on the pickup there, and now they've got it first and goal.
First and goal at the 3-yard line.
Good work, boys. Let's go.
They come out here in the eye.
Let's go. Watch the ship. Hey, watch the ship.
65.
Bang. Big ass.
12, fellas. Here we go. 2. Check.
It's Coleman here.
Switch gears.
That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
It's a loss of 1. Brings up second and goal at the 5-yard line.
Here we go.
Back at the 5-yard line now, second and goal. Handoff, Coleman, right side. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. And in his 15th season, he's able to get this one to go. So if you like field goals, this is your game. 6-3, 3 field goals at the break. As we'll send you back over to Orlando with our EA Sports Halftime Report, here's Jonathan Coachman. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This will be fielded at the 6. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
At their own 28-yard line.
The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. And with the way this offense has played thus far, to be frank, they got to feel pretty grateful to be in the ball game.
I would agree with you totally because they've done all of nothing offensively in this game, yet they still find themselves in a position on this drive where a touchdown can give them the lead. They need to take advantage of it.
And they're still looking for that first touchdown here in the third quarter. All they have so far, the field goal. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Another carry now for Gurley. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up third down. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game.
12.
56 to Mike.
From the gun, here's Gone. He's going to look deep down the field. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off at the 45. And they will score. It's a 49er touchdown.
Did I just see what I thought I saw? Did I just see what I thought? That had to be. Come on, say it for me. Say it for me. Who picked up that pass?
The free safety.
Oh, you got to have those great skills back there. Eyes, anticipation, great hands. And, of course, how about the fluid moves afterwards to take it all the way to the house?
Sounds like you're watching your old game film up here in your head.
Yeah, that's the dream I had of being that player. I just never was.
And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
The L.A. offense ready to go for their next drive. They trail by 10, 13-3 as they come up on a 1st and 10. He's letting it fly for Cooks. He's got him in. Complete. The 20. Touchdown, L.A. Brandon Cooks. 77 yards as they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. Well, you know he can be explosive, and he's ultra-explosive there on the fly route.
And you know how many times we've talked to coaches and we've had quoted back to us, well, you know something? When you execute really well, it doesn't matter if they know it's coming or not. Well, sometimes athleticism beats you as well. He just took off and went. That's almost like one of your Turkey Bowl games, isn't it? Just go long,
Backyard.
man. I'll hit you. And it worked really well for them.
Zuerlein connects on the extra point, and the lead down to 3 at 13-10. So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Here we go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you turn that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
See if they do just that. He got 29 yards that time.
Here we go. 11.
So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 46. Now a give right side, Coleman. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
The Rams 41-yard line.
Here we go. Like 20. 6-man. Check curls.
Watch safety creeping. Safety's creeping.
21. Clock.
They will run again with Coleman. Able to push forward for about 4 down to the 37.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball, protect this lead, give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them.
Here we go. 180.
Check right 54. I'm coming up to you.
12.
To you. Twist.
This is Mostert. And he's going to have the 1st down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains.
First down, San Francisco.
Here we go.
So first and 10 now from the 30.
21. Check it out. 25. Check 25. Check 25. Watch the safety creep. 13.
Coleman. And he'll take this down just shy of the 25-yard line. A gain of 3, second down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
I got you. Check. Fresno. Shoot. Switch. Check safety. Flag. 65.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Coleman. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
And that's a nice pickup of a first down on that second down run. And at that yardage gained, they can run that play on any down.
All runs on this drive so far. It's first and 10.
Under 10. 36. Check. 1, Omaha. Hot. Check. Crunch. Kill. Turn up. Hey, alert. Kill.
This is Coleman. And he'll take it from the 18 to the 15. A gain of 3.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
Three yards on that last carry. Here's second and 7.
Jam. Check 26. Hey, alert 3. Check 3. Dig. Out. White. He's crossing. He's checking it out.
There's Mostert. They stopped after only a yard, taking it down to the 14. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
You don't want no problem. You don't want no problem from me.
It's third down.
This will be the 8th play of the drive. It's 3rd and 7.
You must be dreaming. Say. Rush in. Back. 11. Check. He's checking. Hey, gun. Crash. 21. Here we go.
Here's Coleman. Slipped one tackle, but no more as he's knocked to the deck behind the line of scrimmage. 4th down now after a loss of 2.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
So now here comes the field goal team for the 3rd time today. From the right hash, this from 33. And Gold is able to put it through. And that extends their advantage to 6. It's 16-10. So 3 field goals that he's hit now. This last one helps him stretch out the lead.
He's been solid, hasn't he? And he lives up to the adage that every offensive coach has ever said to us. We want to end every possession with a kick, right? For them, it's either extra point, field goal, or at worst, a punt. In this case, it's been 3s.
Now it's Gold after splitting the uprights to kick this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll take this across the 25. Couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. And an update now from up in Seattle. The gap there has widened. The Seahawks just scored again. And we'll keep an eye on that one as our game goes along here. The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, That is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
We go, cut! Like 20! Hey, let's go. Go, ground.
Goff going to hand it to Gurley. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
A loss of a yard brings up second and 11 at the 39-yard line.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Like 20! 6.
Let's go, baby. Then turn over. Get that ball. Get that ball.
On second and 11 now. Goff nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Nick Bosa make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
Well, the beauty of screen passes is they take a little time to develop, and they can often hit big, but sometimes they take too long to develop, and sometimes you get sacked.
Yeah, what's perfectly called for a defense to attack a screen?
Typically a blitz, and even though people think that the screen operates against the blitz, if you have the blitz called and you still cover the screen, now that allows your blitzers to get there.
Goff now looking to throw. This is caught. It's Cooks. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. It's a gain of 26 as they pick up the first down in the process.
First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Over. Roy.
Now Goff on first down. They'll find Everett there, complete. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. 2 chunk plays in a row. The last one was over 20 yards, and so is this one.
First down. First and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Goff now 5 straight completions here in this second half. First and 10. Here's Goff. Throw right side is into the hands of his tight end, Everett. That throw good for 4. It's second down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. You tackle them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Now a pass dumped off to his running back. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25.
I thought that wasn't a bad time to call the screen. I've thought late game, down on the scoreboard, had to figure they were expecting a pass downfield.
Yeah, so the edge rushers, they're coming. That could have hit big. You're right. Good recognition defensively to snuff that one out. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
Hold on. Check.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. They got a man. It's Woods. First down, Los Angeles there with a pickup of 14 yards. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me. I'm going to keep firing.
Back of the end zone, could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. So the screen good for only 2. Now it's 3rd down.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed. But all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big game.
Goff now looks to throw. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Okay, I'm not quite sure how to judge that one. Maybe didn't have enough legs underneath him. Mechanics might have been off. Maybe some fatigue. That one came up short.
Yeah, fourth quarter. Maybe you do start to watch. There's the arm there, the leg's still there. This has been a tough game. And Zerline's kick is good. And the lead is back down to 3 here at 16-13. So with that field goal, this one's now back within a field goal. Maybe not the ultimate result they wanted, but gets them that much closer.
This game is unfolding like a really good book, isn't it? Because I feel like there's a few more plot twists yet to be revealed before this one is over.
And he'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line.
Here we go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. A little less than 4 minutes remaining, and the margin for error is small with this slim lead. Operate within your 4-minute offense here, Charles?
Definitely. Remember, the 4-minute offense doesn't always correspond to what's up on the clock. What they need to do is play a little bit of keep away right now. Run the clock down. Make sure their opponent doesn't get the ball back. Their dream scenario, get enough first downs to make them eat up their timeouts so the game ends when you're kneeling down with the football.
He'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game.
I got this. 21. Mike's 54. Mike. Hey, Delta. Here we go.
To throw again on second down. Garoppolo. Deep ball for Goodwin. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by David Long. A critical error there in a tight game of the fourth.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the fourth quarter, turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the fourth quarter with a lead, no matter at what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10. That throw good for 4. It's second down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. On second down, it's Grant. It's a 6-yard run, leaves him with about a foot or so here still to go to hit the marker with third down coming up. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the fourth. So it's Rams football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Now it's gone. And the throw there going to be incomplete. He has had a great game defensively. He's been east-west, north-south, everywhere.
Yeah, and I love how you describe that, because to be a great defender, you have to be able to move up and back, sideline to sideline, and he's been fantastic. Reminds me of a young Charles Davis when he was playing that.
Absolutely. Oh, wow. I thought you were going to go on the field, but okay, I see you. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Niners take over in terrific field position. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Watch out.
Now they hand off to Coleman. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
Here we go.
Another running situation on the doorstep as they come up 2nd and 10.
Check 43. Alert flare. Go ahead. 2. You go tight. You got tight. 11. Hey, gun. 11. Check 99. 6 guys.
check 6 guard.
The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play.
Here we go. Black 80! I'm coming. Switch it. Come on, switch it. Check it back. 21. Kill! Lock! I got this. 12. Check! Bang! Hey, gun. Peek in. 21. Tighten up. Check 24.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Coleman. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll leave them with a third down and 6 to go. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their second, as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down.
Here we go. 180! Check. Watch 54. Here we go.
To throw is Garoppolo. Looks to throw, fires right side. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's fourth down. And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. And that will double their lead as it's up to 6. So they get the 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they'd feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down. The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. A good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on 4th down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here, because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3, and that's exactly what happened.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
And a nice gain of 21 yards.
First down. First and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Defense, let's go.
Now Goff. Escaping the pressure right. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down. I guess you can't be afraid to take those chances late in the game. He tried to fit that one in there. Nice job, though, defensively.
Well, to your point, it was a nice job of knocking the ball away. But you're also right. You can't be afraid to take those chances. That means your guys going downfield to catch the ball, they've got to elevate their game and come down with these in order to keep your offense moving.
He'll look to throw. And he comes back with one complete. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A gain there of 12 yards and a first down L.A.
We're good.
First and 10 at the 29-yard line.
Hey, check Mike 46. Check Mike 46. Here we go. Check. Maverick. 46 to Mike.
He's back to throw. And he is in as they have tied it late here in the final minute of the fourth quarter. Now they can boot it through on the always important extra point, and then their defense has to hold up their end of the bargain.
And there's something that you've pointed out in numerous games that we've worked. Okay, the excitement's going on. Everyone's celebrating over there. Who's calling up the defense to make sure they're focused, because they still have some work to do.
This is taken at the 3. No, a nifty juke there.
Not much fun for a guy trying to tackle him.
The Niners take over first and 10 at the
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They're only in need of a field goal, a decent amount of time on the clock. So tell me if I'm wrong. You don't have to be too panicked here.
No, not at all.
It got his man complete. Garoppolo able to find Goodwin for a big one. 43 yards. And now the Niners going to signal for their third and final timeout as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game. So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35.
Switch gears. Spawn. No. Undercrush. 13. Check. Lucky.
On the ground, it's a handoff to Coleman.
Check 15.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
I know they got a little yardage there, but I'm not sure their investment is right. They're still running the football, and I'm not sure there's enough time to continue to do that.
Kill. Why? Get wide. Check. Right.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Switch. Watch twist. Check. Leg. Check it out. 65. 2. Watch the 2. Show it.
They'll keep it on the ground. Coleman. He'll get the 1st down and more inside the 20. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. 23 yards on the pickup there and a 1st.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
And the question now, how do they want to work the clock here on 1st and goal? A field goal would give them the late lead. And they will take a knee and set up what would be a potential game-winning field goal try.
Brings up 2nd and goal at the 9-yard line.
So Garoppolo off. Coming on is the veteran Robbie Gould for the 49er field goal. The Rams going to be forced to use their 3rd and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. And his kick is good. And it's celebration time on that sideline as they have taken the lead in the final seconds. He hasn't missed a kick all year. Why would he start now?
That's a great question, isn't it? Well, maybe because that was the most nerve-wracking kick he had to attempt all year. But he knocked it through just like it was an easy chip shot.
At their own 35-yard line.
The L.A. offense ready to go for their next drive. So you're right there, but obviously the clock is not your friend. How do you handle this situation?
You're thinking 2 plays. One, to get yourself in position for the second one, whether you're able to get into field goal range or you have to try another deep pass, another Hail Mary. But you're trying to get the first one to a receiver, get out of bounds, and give yourself a chance to set things up for an easier shot at it.
We'll see if they can do it. Might be easier said than done. Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. We're still, you're wondering, could it happen? Possibly, even though we both knew it was a long shot.
So for the Niners, it's an important win in terms of staying in the postseason race as they move to 6-4. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Rams, it was a game they really needed as they drop back.